boutique air services. You're going to do a short presentation for us, a little update.
Yes.
Come on out.
Okay. I'm just gonna be quick. I know you guys don't have time. Where do you want me to stand? Front of the camera.
You're fine.
Hi everyone. Under Corporation Boutique Air, we've been serving Massena since 2017. Happy to be here. Very quick. I know you guys are very busy. I have a small slideshow. I'm going to read it here. I'm going to talk about it. We have a small idea. We're trying to bring to town a mentorship idea here. Yeah, we're an airline. Everybody knows what we do. We do fly to Boston from here, back and forth 2 times per day. We serve the community. We're part of the community. And since we like to be here and we like to be part of the community, we would like to start a mentorship to the youth. So the plan is, and the story is, that we have a new pilot that started flying with us that lives in Massena. So that's the idea came from. And one day he's like, why don't we approach the high school? Why don't we approach the people that have studied here? I'm as a pilot that I live in Massena, which is we're proud that we have someone from Massena and he live here and he fly for us to start his career. He's like, why don't we do this? Why don't we help people here and guide them through a new idea that you have a career you can build through the aviation world. Okay, so we sat and we were thinking about it. It was like, okay, why not? So how do we do that? So the whole idea is, for us, we need your help to give us access and to guide us through your community. And we'll do the work, we'll do the mentorship, and mainly, all what it takes is very simple. And for example, if we have a couple of people that the idea will stick in their mind, it's a big success. It's good for us to do something good, and it literally doesn't cost any money. We're not asking for money.
Good, that's always the question I ask.
Yes, I know. Right? So this is literally just goodwill work. It's great for everyone. It's just I know when I went to school, and a lot of us went to school and we finished school and we came out of school not knowing what we're going to do in our life. We have no clue what's going on. No mentorship, no guidance. We don't know what we're going to be doing. What's our next step? So by us doing this, I think it's nice to present to the new generations coming, especially starting with Massena. Our focus is definitely Massena. We're open to expand here and there, whatever you guys want us to go. But we can do a couple stuff, again, by setting up small conferences at school. I think they do other events that we can be involved in. The same thing we're doing right now, explaining this. We can explain to them what is aviation. And aviation is not one department. Aviation is a huge department. You can go from maintenance to being a pilot, corporate, technology, customer service. There's a lot of aspects there, not just one side. So our goal is not just to, because I'm a pilot too, but the goal is to present all the options that you can do in the aviation industry. So, short story, that's what we're trying to do. No money involved. We're happy to come.
Have you also contacted the superintendent of schools here in Massena?
We didn't. That's my first start here today.
Okay.
So I need your guidance. I need you guys to tell me the schools. I know a couple schools. I don't know everything yet. We need to do more research. I need the names. I need to know where to start. I'm happy to do the contacts too. You just give me contact, and I'll start there.
I can connect you with Ron Burke.
Yeah, so
via email, so you can start the talk.
Absolutely. Whatever I can get information.
Because you may have the same thing at their school board of education meeting. I'm not sure. I can't speak for them,
Okay.
but that could be a likely process.
Okay. Yeah. So whatever information we can collect, we can start with going to schools, asking for, arranging small meetings, if we can go to class or if they have whatever they do at school. We need to understand when is the right time for them to give us trips to whatever class, to the airport to show them what we do, how the things are operating, customer service, the airplane, they can look at it, they can, see stuff like that.
That will have to be a well-planned event for the school.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. That's why you guys are here, to support us.
Yeah.
Definitely without your support, we can't do anything.
Mhm.
So that's why we need your guidance, we need your help, we need your support, not financial, just, arranging stuff and send us to the right information and connect us to people, the right people. So that's the whole idea, that's what we're trying to
Okay.
get into town, and we're excited about it. And really, I think it could be beneficial. So if we're able to have people coming here and they, I want to be in aviation industry, that's awesome. Like, we have one pilot right now, and we have a second person I interviewed 2 days ago. He wanted to work for us, and he moved to Massena because he wanted to become a pilot too. And we know in Pakistan, there's a school, they teach to be a pilot. La Valley. You guys know La Valley? Yeah. And so it's like, we're gonna talk to them to see how we can arrange it together. You can start there, and when you start growing, you can fly for us, and then move on after that. So that's the whole goal. That's the whole point.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Anything else about boutique you want to tell us about tonight? You're doing pretty well, good numbers.
The numbers are great. Yeah, we had a couple cancellation last week because of weather and all this rough stuff, but everything's normal now. Everything's great. And you guys tell us about boutique. If you guys want us, we were adding an extra flight too for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
We saw that there's a lot of full flights, so we added an extra flight to be able to accommodate.
okay.
And this is something we were discussing, and Dylan suggested this, that it's good to add flights during Thanksgiving sometimes. Because the numbers fluctuate up and down,
Right.
so maybe sometimes it's good to add when there's like extra demand. And we're like, yeah, sure, we can accommodate that, no problem.
Okay.
So it's something we're starting
Any
to.
questions from the council?
Well, it's good to hear that, continue to support our
Yeah,
community and grow, and we'll grow with it.
Thank you.
Talk to Ron Burke, I believe they have a printer day anyway, set up in the schools,
Okay,
so
appreciate it.
it might fall right in place there.
Thank you.
Yeah, and again, we enjoy, thank you very much for all the sponsorships you do for us
Absolutely.
and for our fishing tournaments, et cetera.
We're happy to keep
Everything.
doing it.
Yeah,
Again, if you guys need anything, please reach out to us, no problem. Any complaint,
okay.
don't reach out. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadine.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's go to the approval of the minutes, please, from October 15th and November 5th. We need motions.
Motion.
Pat made a motion,
I'll second that.
Seconded by Ray. All in favor? Aye. Authorize the town council to adopt the budget for the fiscal year 2026.
I'll make that motion.
Pat in second.
I'll second.
Adrian, all in favor?
Aye.
And thank you all for all the work that's been done. We've been doing a lot of work on that, that's for sure. Getting it to a better number. Authorize the town council to authorize the state limit
I
spending.
oppose the budget, actually, I don't agree with it, so please don't like that marked down.
Okay, so 1 no.
We don't know too.
You're changing your vote to no also?
I never said yes.
Oh,
Change mine to no.
so no by Christie and no by Ray. Anybody else? So that's 2. Okay, it did pass. Authorize the town council to authorize the St. Louis County real property to relieve 2025 unpaid relieves for the 2026 town and county tax roll. Motions?
I'll make the motion.
Adrian,
I'll second it.
seconded by Pat. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Approval of town council for the town supervisor to sign the agreement between Cash and Rods Tour of Cash and Custom Lures and Rods and the town of Massena.
I'll make that motion.
Ray makes the motion.
I'll second it.
Adrian seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
There are ayes. Approval of town council for the town supervisor to sign the fiscal year 2025 federal financial report for the international airport.
I'll make that motion.
Ray makes the motion.
Second.
Seconded by Christie this time. Do you have it, Jean? Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
say aye.
Aye,
Aye.
sorry.
Approve the town council to authorize the public library director to hire the library page position candidate pending the outcome of Massena town drug and alcohol screening policy.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Chrissy makes the motion,
I'll second it.
seconded by Pat. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Approve the town council and the town supervisor to sign the fire protection agreement between the town of Massena and the village of Massena.
I'll make that motion.
Pat makes the motion. Second.
I'll second.
I will second it. Now we have to vote.
I vote no.
I vote no.
I vote no.
I
So-
vote yes.
No by Christie. No by
Ray.
Ray. And no by Adrian.
I just think there's some more research that could be done on it. I know that Pat's worked hard on the numbers, but I just think there's more to it than just that. I think that we should reach out to other fire departments around the area. I don't know if anyone has. If they have, they haven't reached out those numbers to me to see how much it costs to have them fill in the spots at Massena Fire Department. Or the village, I should say, not the fire department. The village chooses not to give us the coverage for the price that we were offering before. I think that we should see if we can get it at the same price cheaper. I don't think it's fair that the town people that are outside the area have had such a jump at one time. If the village wants to work with us a gradual, I would be accepted to that. I just think this is too much of a jump.
Do we all
for people
know
to accept.
how much the change was, what the proposal was, what the actual final one came in as? Have you looked at the final recommendation?
Yeah, I saw the number that you sent me.
Okay, so you've seen the final recommendation, and the data that goes with it, and the fact that no one else I contacted was interested in doing anything different.
I didn't see any number from any other fire department that you sent me
No,
or
they
any
didn't,
price.
no one,
You didn't say that.
no one got back to me.
Well, that's why I want to do more research. Not saying that can't accept it at the next budget meeting, but at this time, I don't have enough information. I just don't think right now that it's in my conscience that I can vote yes on it until I have all the information.
So can we have a few of you get together and sit down? Have this taken care of before the next meeting. Who would like to be in that committee?
I don't mind being in it.
Okay, Adrian?
I've done my work, I'm not interested in going on to do something else different, because I'm gonna come with the same conclusion.
Okay.
I will also do it.
And Christie?
I'll be on it also if you like.
Well,
Can't do
we
three.
need to have two of you working with the village. So two of you.
I'm
Ray,
not-
if you want it,
I'm not saying I need to negotiate with the village. I will.
But that is,
But what I'm saying is I would work with those numbers and try to see if there's a better option. I guess I'll work with the village. It doesn't matter.
okay. So Adrian is going to work with the village and who? Which of the other two of you?
Chris.
I'd be on it.
Ray? Okay. Okay, if you can get back to us and set up your meeting with the village, that'd be great. Okay?
Perfect.
Make a note for that, Jolene. Thank you. Okay, so that did not pass. Approval from the town council to accept the proposed 3-year county snow and ice removal agreement between the town and the county. And that is worked out and agreed by all the other town supervisors, 32 towns, by the association, supervisor association.
I'll make that motion.
And a second,
Yeah, I'll second.
Adrian, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Approve the town council for an independent fee estimate for the 26 project reconstruct airport lighting vault.
I'll make that motion.
Ray, and a second.
I'll second.
Okay, Kristen, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Authorize the town council to accept the resignation letter from Austin Allen. Austin is our maintenance person here at the town hall. I'd like to inform you of my intention to resign the building maintenance position at the town. My last day of employment will be on November 29th. I appreciate the opportunities you've given me during my employment at the town of Massena, as well as the opportunity to work under you. Please let me know what assistance you require from me during the resignation notice process. Austin's been an excellent worker here at the town hall. He's helped out the museum, he's helped out wherever he can, and he will be missed. Do you want to add anything more to that, Dylan, what you're doing with Austin right now?
Currently, I'm working with Austin and Mike Gomes over at the library.
Mike's gonna fill in here while we're in the process of interviewing, hiring for that position. Austin's put together, I think we're up, 13, 14 pages so far of what he does inside the building, where everything's located, problem areas, things like that. He's really, he's making sure that we can get through the intern position.
He's here early in the morning when I am, but
Yes.
it's always good work, really good work. So regretfully, we certainly accept that, okay? All right, so,
Do we need a motion?
yes, hold
I'll
on.
make, yeah,
Okay, Pat,
I'll make that motion with regret.
with regret, and a second, please.
I'll make one without regret myself.
Ray, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, good. The next one, authorize the town council to advertise hiring a person for that building maintenance custodial position. We've got to start advertising for that.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Christie makes the motion. Second,
I'll second that.
Ray, all in favor?
Aye.
Good. Next, authorize the town council to accept the resignation letter from Richard McGinn, member of the Seal Electric Utility Board. And he brought this to me on Monday. Dear Supervisor Beller, please be advised I'll be resigning from the Seal Electric Board effective this date. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of the Seal Electric family for the past 25 years. And we had a nice little conversation in my office, and he said, in his age, and he's worked on it for 25 years, it's time to move on. So again, thank you very much for his help with the Seal Electric Board. Motions, please.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion again, and do something, I mean, he's been there 25 years. Last 4 years, I've been on the liaison for that committee. He's always been there, and he's always been helpful.
Yeah, I second that.
Okay, Christie seconds. All in favor, please?
Aye.
Very good. Next, approve of the town council for the supervisor to sign the notice of award contract between the town of Massena and Whitten Construction for the South Racket Water District project.
I'd like to make that motion.
Pat, in a second.
I'll second that.
Okay, Ray, all in favor?
Aye.
Approve the town council for the supervisor to sign the Form E for USDA RD, which outlines the budget for the South Racket Water District project for the bid.
Make the motion.
Okay, Pat, and a second, please.
I'll second it.
Adrian, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. At this point, we got to go to warrants and transfers. Now, the two people that signed today as auditors were Christie
Myself,
and Ray. Okay, so who would like to make the motion for the warrants, please?
I can make that motion.
Ray,
I'll second that
and
motion.
seconded by Christie. All in favor?
Aye.
And then the transfers and amendments, please.
I'll make the motion for the transfers and amendments.
Good. Second,
I'll second that.
and all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Financial report. Brenda, please.
Thank you. So as of today, November 19th, 2025, our total revenue collected so far is $6,837,817. In 2024 at this time, in November, it was $5,894,726. So our 2025 revenue is $943,091 more than November of '24. Our expenses as of today, November 19th, 25, is $6,764,316. And our expenses for 2024 for November was $5,890,145. So our 2025 expenses are $874,171 more than November of 2024.
I was really surprised by that. Okay, thank you, Brenda. Let's go to the committee reports, please. Town Highway, Dylan?
For the highway department, we completed the sand haul, we completed the shoulders and all of the paving on North Rapid. We shipped the brush pile 2 times and closed it for the winter. We stored all summer equipment over at the airport and MTT hangars. We made 3 water line break repairs, 2 were on Crippy Road, 1 was on Bennett Road. We plowed 6 times and maintained all plow equipment after each event. For highway department equipment repairs, we serviced all the plow equipment and got it going for this winter season. We completed the New York State inspection on all of those trucks, and on Unit 51, we replaced a transmission line. For the airport, boutiques air numbers for October were 509 in claims,
test the roof, the humidity issue, and the results are back. They'll be back in a week. And they're waiting because there's some issues with the wood and with the humidity causing the wood to warp. They are still sending out letters to get holiday ice sponsors for their free skating. The parking lot has been repaved, and that was done on October 30th and 31st. November 3rd, the lines were done, so that has been completed. And they have a question for us about an easement. The DEC is looking to use the road at Springs Park where the dock is. They're looking to have permission to use that road in case they need to do repairs on the shoreline or the waterway. And they needed to know if we have to be a part of that easement signing. So I don't know if that's a question for you or
the village. Is that their own area? They were having problems with the village?
the village is okay with it. They just didn't know if we had to do it as well. Like it had to be both village and town because
Because we'll have to check and make sure who owns title to the
Yeah.
property, and then we can make a determination whether it's us or the village or both.
Yeah.
okay, all right. New business, they have started to do rock and skate again, but they had to cancel it because of weather for the month of October. They've got a Battle of the Border tournament starting. It's a newer tournament, and right now they have 13 teams between Syracuse and Canada that they're going to be doing December 4th through the 7th. It'll be a whole big tournament weekend. And the outdoor rinks, they're going to put the ice down as soon as the weather is agreeable, but they're not going to be opening the shacks. So the only shack that will actually be open is the one by the arena.
Okay.
Is there anything I forgot?
No.
Okay.
Very good. All right, thank you. And library?
I'm gonna pass it to Krista, and she does the same report.
Okay, we'll do it at the end. You're on the list, okay? Well, I guess you're next, so go ahead.
She's listed next.
You go ahead, next. Pass it over to you. Okay. Kristen.
Okay, all right. Lost my partner, Pat.
I'll make sure you say it right.
All right, thank you. All right, so I'm happy to give you the total value of your library use again for October, Massena, and you continue to get great value out of it. $98,932 worth of value from use of the public library just in the month of October. I'm really excited for the day that we hit that $1 million mark. I think that's going to be a really cool announcement to make. That includes over 1,700 adult books borrowed just through that month, over 1,400 children's books. That's 731 adults attending programs, 2,300 children attending programs, 68 teens, database uses, computer use, all kinds of things that the library provides that the community took advantage of this past month and got great value for. Some updates on some grants that the library is pursuing. We have applied for several through the Northern New York Community Foundation. We are looking to hopefully get funding for the purchase of a family workstation in the library to improve accessibility for families. It's basically just a computer desk that has a little playpen attached to it. So if you're there as a parent alone with your child trying to use the library, you've got a place to put them, put toys, and they're right there with you. And you're not trying to do a million things at once with two hands, wishing you had more. We also applied for $14,000, requesting funds for the purchase of folding display panels. These will replace the pegboards that we use to display artwork for the Massena Artists Association within the library. They're a lot nicer looking, they fold up nicely, and we ordered a few extra because after talking with the Massena Artists Association, we're looking to utilize some of the downstairs hallway space as a small temporary installation so it can feature a particular artist for a little while and then rotate through. So a little more space for art in Massena. And then I also applied for $5,000 for the purchase of fishing poles, camping gear, and food preservation gear to be added to our library of things for public lending. This is something that I had discussed with Don, and I've applied for funding for it. I've also talked with the owner of First Strike Bait Shop, and he's willing to donate some children's fishing poles, so we're going to have a whole collection of fishing equipment that can be checked out from the library free of charge, and I think this will be a good way to get people into the sport of fishing if maybe they haven't started yet, they don't have the equipment, and then as they grow, as they get into it, they can purchase their own, but to start, no cost. So that's part of the goal, and I've been talking to Mike McCabe at the Joint Rec Commission about us working together to get a grant to make some changes to Danforth Park. So Mike had mentioned to me that he had hoped at one point to get a splash pad installed there, but he had missed out on a grant opportunity. And I've been talking for a couple years now about getting some permanent story walks installed in some parks around the village. So I did some research, I found some grants, and reached out to Mike and asked if we could collaborate and do something together in the park. And